future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Shut up, just shut up, shut up, 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 shut it up, just
God
There we go. Please feed the ego for the 3 people listening. Thank you. Welcome everybody to Shut Up. I'm Deborah, and we have everybody here today.
Oh
We've
my
got
God, we haven't
Dorothy,
seen Anna in weeks.
Anna, I forgot about Anna. Anna,
Hey, I'm back.
welcome back.
Well,
And she's been
thank you.
everywhere, and we have incredible.
Where have you been since we saw you?
Yeah.
I've been to Japan.
Oh, you
I've been
show
to...
off. I was like at Ralph's.
Yes, it was great. I was there just at the tail end of cherry blossom season.
Isn't it beautiful there that time of
Stunning.
year? It's really nice.
Stunning.
And then you were in
Stunning.
Washington,
Look,
D.C. Were you there for cherry blossoms also?
are you looking at my favorite
Oh,
selfie,
oh
my
my
cherry
God.
Yeah, that's
blossom
a beautiful
selfie?
picture.
You took a selfie? I'm
you-
shocked.
Did
Do you know
use your
how
stick?
long it took me to get that darn selfie?
I know, but did you have a little fan like blowing your hair?
No, it was
looked
the natural
perfect.
wind in Tokyo. And look at the little kids.
I love those.
They
yeah.
are so cute. They were part of a little school group that was walking through the park.
And you were harassing them?
No, I kept my distance. But look how cute they are with their little hats, their little striped shirts.
You know what's amazing? You go to another country, any of us, and little kids going to school always look so charming and darling and adorable. Yet here, just
You're
getting them out to
screaming
school,
at them
you're
to
like,
get out the door."
out!"
Right?
And someone visiting maybe from another country will go, "Oh, look at those darling little children on their way." to
No, my
school."
son is so cranky in the morning, no one will find him charming. But I get to see that now. I know for years I never knew that because, I did a morning show for a million years. Now I get to see that he is really a pain in the ass in the morning.
So you didn't really miss anything, is what you're saying.
Just 16 or 17 years of his life.
Yeah, I had one like that. Oh, getting him out, but now he's off to college so he can get himself out. But the other 2 are pretty easy to get out. So.
And then
yeah,
you were in
adorable.
D.C.
I was in D.C. I was, and Alexandria is so pretty and clean.
Yeah. it's
Who
nice
knew
there.
it was so clean?
Did you stay in Alexandria?
Yes, I did.
You did. Okay.
I did. And one night I ended up at a karaoke bar at about 2:30 in the
Are there
morning.
photos of
Aw,
this?
now you're talking my world.
No,
Okay.
but it was a real dive of a bar. It was the only bar
Better.
that was open.
Look at you. You
I love going
who
out
go
and
to bed
playing
at
with-
9 o'clock.
9? No,
I've never-
I go out and play it with my friends late.
Really? No, I'm never out that late. But I have to tell you, there was this guy singing, this patriotic song, this young guy, and then he finishes the song by screaming, F ISIS. And I'm just looking at him.
Oops.
And I'm just thinking, where am I? And then I asked him when he came to the bar, I did ask him, I said, so I'm just curious, who are you thinking of voting for for president? And he said, no one currently running. I was like, wow.
Well, there are 87 Republicans that will be running.
There must be one of interest
And
to him.
like 1.5 Democrats.
Yes. Not even a half, I'm not sure.
Well, no, Bernie Sanders is going to run.
For sure. And
We
you
should
consider
have
him
a-
only a half.
We should
Does
have a
Bernie know that?
We should have a countdown to this because I love all the people that are putting their hats in for the presidential election. This is fun. I think it's going to be really fun.
The 87 million nutty Republicans.
Can we have
All
them all on the
87
show?
million of
Yeah.
them.
I want to have all of the Republican nominees on the show. Do you think they would come on our show?
Why not?
What do you say, Tony?
They need any and all publicity they can get, and we'll give them plenty. The way you Twitter everything out. I mean, yeah. We can get somebody on their way into
I
town.
think we may be able to get. What do you think, Dorothy? Should we start doing politics that way?
You know I love politics. I'm listening because even though this is a soundproof room, I think I hear my friend the psychic out in the hallway.
What are you, psychic?
So we have but what is it with psychics who cannot figure out like where the parking is and how to get around?
Probably one sense is really working very well and acutely, and the other senses don't work as well, is my
Okay,
guess.
I saw
because I think
her-
she's a little lost in the hallway.
I saw her out there, and I thought, hey, man, just tap into it. You'll find a space.
No, I
You'll-
think because my friend Shar is like that. She always says she's a Magoo in this world because they're kind of the other world. And she read a little bit for us last week, and she's going to read for you this week.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, is
She-
Shark
And
coming
Zoe.
in?
And Zoe.
Should-
We've got to like
Oh
introduce
my
our.
God.
We've got to introduce our
Hello.
beautiful guest
And
here.
you have a dog. How did I
Zoe.
not see
Okay.
any of this?
It's
Zoe
time.
Tur is here, everybody.
Zoe, you're nice and quiet, but now it's time to introduce you. This is Zoe Tur.
Yeah, don't be
He's-
quiet anymore.
Yeah.
She's back with us with her beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. Okay, introduce.
This is Leica the dog.
Do you know that Leica growls at you, but she means that she... See?
Oh.
Do
She
you
kinda
hear her?
reminds me of my
You
Leo.
can hear her purring.
Oh, she's like part cat. She
You,
reminds me
you
a
have a
little
dog that growls at me, but it really just doesn't like
God
me.
help me. She
No,
looks
the
like
dog
she's gonna
does not
bite
like
me.
It's a
you. No, she
chihuahua.
won't bite
Doesn't like
you.
anybody.
No, I was petting her and she rolled over, but she kept growling. It's counterintuitive.
Like a woman.
Now, wait. Did you have Leica before? Has Leica gone through the whole thing with you, or is Leica new?
Leica had
going
a sex change too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Leica going through the change also? It's like
Was Leica okay with that?
She's having her own personal summer.
she's beautiful. Thank
She's
you.
been with me 7 years.
So she's gone through it with you.
Yeah, she has.
Does she notice any changes? You know how dogs are so intuitive
She's
themselves?
become more aggressive, so I think she's really the top
Bitch.
bitch. Yeah.
I like which curse words you will and will not say. You wouldn't say the F word before, but
You
bitch,
know-
you just roll right
You know
out with.
why? I had this conversation at the karaoke bar, by the way, because
the F word, or-
about the F word. I said, when we first started doing the podcast, and I was telling my
You were
friend
throwing around the F word.
that I was throwing around the F word just because I could, because we have no FCC regulations. But then I said, once I did that, and I realized it is kind of part of me that I don't always think it's totally respectful. So
Unless you're on The Real Housewives, and then they just say
Right.
shut the F up to their friends constantly.
yes,
I've only said
They
that to
are
you like once
so
or twice.
mean.
Well,
That's
there's a lot of
awful.
F going around
there's
there.
a lot of F in all
Anyway,
all
we-
meanings of the world of the word.
We should shut the F up and let Zoe talk.
Yes.
Yeah, Zoe, thanks for coming back.
I just like
And
sitting on the sideline. And
I know.
watching.
What did you say about us last time? I mean, it was just.
Did you have a headache?
No, it was just like running a marathon.
between the three of us? I know.
I couldn't keep up.
You're like, the surgeries were easy, but those girls.
I'm telling you,
I
John,
know,
who does
right?
this every day, says keeping up with us. He walked out of here with a headache, and he said it was a good headache, though.
I felt really insecure after leaving here because I felt like, this is the world I'm in now, and there's just no way I can keep up.
You've done it. You've done it, sweetheart. But anyway,
You wanted to be a woman.
I know,
all
Well,
right?
welcome to every bitch moment. But anyway, you came back because you were
Yeah.
nice enough. We called you up and said,
No, you didn't call me back up.
All right, John did because you were going to be with
Your
him.
personal
and I said,
assistant.
He is. John is the personal assistant to the
calls up
show
and
and
he's-
backseat producer.
And can we say, yes,
So
he's a big
timid.
radio star in his own right.
Yes, I
but-
know, but and on radio, he's a pretty macho guy,
Yeah.
right? But he calls up and he's so timid. It's like, this is Deborah's assistant.
Slash husband.
No.
Yeah.
When he knew you were coming on Monday, I said, "Oh gosh, I was gonna call him about." He goes, "I'll give him a call." I was gonna call anyway. I said, "Okay."
Okay, so you
that's
were
how
on
that
with
happened.
John and Ken.
Yes, I was.
Did
and they
ask-
booked you for this show? I'm
They
just
booked me for this show.
Okay, that's
Did they ask you
he's free.
important things that we should ask you, or should we talk about other stuff?
Our
No,
stuff's
they
better.
were great. They, it was a lot to do with the Bruce Jenner or transgender, as I call him.
No,
interview.
wait. Okay, you've been through this, so
I can
you
be
can make that
politically
joke.
incorrect because I'm.
But is Bruce transgender Bruce, or I thought Bruce was not Bruce anymore?
no
He's
Bruce?
on his way.
Bruce Jenner said, for all intents and purposes, I am in my heart and soul a woman. But don't call me a woman. Don't call me she. Don't call me her.
You mean
So-
yet? Or?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Can we do
But
it?
it was-
You're confused.
I'm confused.
You're confused.
How can you be confused? You're here to set us straight, so to speak.
Well, yeah. Well, that was another thing. Jenner is, I'm heterosexual. I'm straight. Yet Diane Sawyer really picked up on that and said, wait a minute. You're transitioning from male to female, and you're attracted to women. Doesn't that make you a lesbian? And Jenner just, no, I'm heterosexual. And I think he's having a great deal of difficulty with
That's what it
accepting-
sounds like.
Right.
But
It's
like
kind of
he
this
actually could be a
bargaining thing.
lesbian? Is that what you're saying?
Technically, my math is like 2 + 2 = lesbian.
do,
No,
do
you
we have
went
wait,
through this whole.
If it walks
Do we
like
have
a
a clip?
duck and talks like a
we
duck,
have a clip from Bruce. Which one did you pull, Tony?
When he says, "I'm a woman."
Would you? Thank you. Let's just play that for a second.
hear him roar.
Knowing the moment that carries you forward can also mean no way back. So Bruce Jenner is
Bruce Jenner is I would say I've always been very confused with my gender identity since I was this big. I look at it this way. Bruce, always telling a lie. He's lived a lie his whole life about who he is. And I can't do that any longer. So can I take my ponytail out? Yeah, why not, huh? We're talking about all this stuff. Yeah, let's take the damn ponytail out.
A symbolic moment after 65 years. In a sense, we start again. Are you a woman?
Yes, for all intents and purposes, I am a woman. People look at me differently. They see you as this macho male, but my heart and my soul and everything that I do in life, it is part of me. That female side is part of me. That's who I am. I was not genetically born that way. As of now, I have all the male parts and all that kind of stuff. So in a lot of ways, we're different, okay? But we still identify as female.
Yeah. So for those of us who don't know who Zoe Tur is, the reason you're here today, besides the fact that we love you, is that you used to be Bob Tur, and you've been through this process, and you've had the surgeries, and you're far along the process in comparison to Bruce Jenner. So
Yeah.
you're giving us a perspective here on what Bruce just said.
And a very decorated macho news helicopter pilot.
Who we all worked with.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
And-
totally relate to Jenner's story because I was this alpha male,
Right.
and I wasn't a sports celebrity, but I flew helicopters, I did rescues, I've been to war 3 times, I've done battlefield surgery. I mean, I've done.
And you've been on TV as
and
a
I've been
man
on television,
for years.
Yeah, for years. So I was invested, and I've got 2 kids, a 31-year-old and a 19-year-old. 29-year-old, excuse me. So I totally get where Jenner's coming from, and I've been in that seat where I've had to confess to a reporter for the first time that I was transgender and transitioning. So I feel for Jenner, and it was a very difficult moment for me to watch that. You know, I watched it and had tears in my eyes.
You know, do you think that living with women, look, I don't know enough about this, who were so in charge, so may have even brought this out in him more, saying this
You're
is,
blaming the Kardashians?
Can we say this is the one thing we will not blame on the Kardashians?
No, bro.
No, but Bruce
being
said,
around such energy just brought out in him saying,
But Bruce said,
even more
I felt
so.
this way the moment I was winning the decathlon. I felt this way my whole life.
You
no,
would.
but helped bring it out. In other words, helped bring it out to the surface
I know what you're getting at.
to speak
and-
about it.
Well,
You can tell her to shut up. It's the name of the show.
No, it's her show. And I'm scared of her.
Why does everybody say that about me? I don't get it.
You know what? If people tell you over and over you're a horse, time to buy a saddle.
We're gonna have to deal with that later.
Was that for you or for her?
no,
Okay.
no,
Bruce?
no,
I
me.
don't-
Okay.
No, but I see your point, and I know that I had a very feminine girlfriend. After Marika left, I wound up dating Carrie Fisher, who was very female and had lots of makeup, and then I dated another woman for another 7 years who was very comfortable being a woman. And you start getting kind of envious, and you study these people, and it does bring it out. And the gender dysphoria can get worse. And of course, with gender dysphoria, you can fight it, but it's going to win.
That's what I meant by that. It's that you're around it.
I
in
get
which
it,
case
yeah.
it comes out even more so.
You're brilliant.
What you are on the inside. Oh,
But
thank
you all are, so.
Um,
And you have salon quality hair.
thank you.
Which I know you are working toward.
I'm working toward that, yeah.
Are you talking about my commercials that I used to do? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, let's move on. But I want to know, what did you think as you were watching the interview?
Well, initially, I was very moved, and it was an amazing moment. And I actually had tears, and I started breaking down. I was on the set over at KCBS watching it and being videotaped. We were doing this, talk through as I watched it. And then after that, Jenner didn't answer another question. He was very evasive, and it was all about the big reveal for the documentary series and for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So it was brilliant marketing This was brilliant.
Oh, but come on,
Brilliant.
it's more than marketing. You know that more than anybody.
No, I
don't feel it was
Really?
marketing at all. I don't
I do.
see it.
I,
You do.
I totally see it.
Really?
Oh my God!
But for goodness
yeah.
sakes, he's separated from the whole family anyway. I think this is more about him and not
Oh.
that reality show.
No,
Am I
no.
crazy?
No, he's still part of the reality
He's
show.
still part of the
this
reality
is going to
show.
be part of the Kardashians, and then E is also doing the documentary about his change. So
you
those
also-
are two contracts he's got with
I
E.
think sometimes I'm just too innocent. I
Can I-
really believe
innocent,
it.
you're not,
Can
but
I tell you some inside stuff?
please.
Remember, after the car accident, the fatality accident involving Jenner,
Bruce, right.
Right. The reality show at E was halted, and that was according to CAA. That came to a grinding halt, and that's when Jenner went around, because E is owned by NBC Universal, went to ABC and booked Diane Sawyer.
Wait a minute. Diane said that this interview was done before the accident. She said the interview was done
Yeah, she did.
before the accident, and that after the interview, they went back and asked for comment, and he couldn't comment.
E said that they were never sure whether or not the documentary series would go forward.
The documentary series or
The documentary
her?
series would go forward. Then the accident occurred, and the production came to a halt. And my understanding was they went to ABC, and that's when the interest just spiked through the roof. And at that point,
I don't know. I think you're right. I think it was done beforehand.
Yeah,
Not
that part. I think what Zoe's
that's-
talking about is did Bruce go to ABC to try and shop his version of the documentary before, if he thought
no,
that E.
I think it was brilliant in the sense that it just showed the amazing interest, and that it was going to be one of television's most watched moments, highest rated in programming in 15 years on 2020. So it was just remarkable how many people did tune in. I mean, there's great benefits for the transgender community because people are talking about it, they're dialoguing about transsexualism, transgender issues, and I think it's great. And Jenner got a lot of sympathy from a lot of people, but yet there's the business side. You know, why didn't a single Jenner or Kardashian appear on set?
But neither did any of his ex-wives. They gave comment, but they didn't appear on set.
Or-
I don't know whose
Is it a-
choice
You know
was
what?
that. The
Yeah.
kids were there.
Contractual?
Maybe that's for another time. Maybe she really wanted the interview to be about him and his struggle and journey.
But
because
the
you
rest of
start
the
bringing-
family appeared.
All his children,
I don't
all
think-
his
I don't
biological,
think-
except for the two girls.
I don't
Most
think-
of his biological children.
Yes,
right.
But I don't.
Well, his children with Linda and his children with his first wife.
But not the two
Right.
girls. The
younger girls,
the
Kendall and Kylie.
Kendall and Kylie. They weren't on the show.
no, not.
But
the,
you know they
Right.
they're still teenagers, so maybe
know.
the mom didn't want them on talking about it.
Reached out to them.
Yeah,
Why
and
don't you
that-
talk into the microphone, Tony? Tony, CEO, President, UBN over here. Hello.
Just
I'm
running the
working our
board.
board, and
God, this
We
poor
are a
man.
no frills operation
He's
here.
plugging it in.
You know what?
There it is. No, I said when I watched it, they said that they reached out to the
Yeah, and
the
Chris said
family
she had no comment.
and no comment, and then
you know,
the
they're
his
teenagers.
two girls,
Right.
Kylie and what's
Kendall.
They're not- they're-
they wrote. That's
I
when
know.
they wrote a statement. They didn't
Right.
verbally
And they
say
are
it.
think
young, and
that
I
was
think
the right
it's
way to
very.
handle
I
it.
mean, you can
It's
barely figure
difficult.
yourself out
My-
and your own
my own-
sexuality at that age.
My own daughter didn't say a word to anybody and never released a public statement. So she had great difficulty with it. And there is a grieving process that goes on with the children, you know? It's like they lost their father. And they may think they lost their father, but they'll get a happier version.
You know, I think this was such an important interview because we all remember him, whether you were born then or you weren't, as the guy on the Wheaties box and what he did to get on the Wheaties box. What an incredibly macho, strong athlete, even though he
And
felt
good-
that way
and great
inside.
looking.
Beautiful.
Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh,
Yeah.
he really was
Gorgeous
stunning,
guy,
wasn't
like
he?
so
And the first
sexy.
time he started transitioning, you know, he's on hormones for 5 years, he was looking very, very pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had
know.
some surgery.
And
but it's important because so many people don't understand this. And I think it brings to light, gosh, if it could happen to him, or if this is how he feels growing
If
up,
the world's greatest athlete can be trans,
I think it
there's
makes
something
it,
more to it.
There's something more to it. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if it's going on in his life, we get it maybe a little more now, as opposed to people poking fun at it. People will poke fun.
Well, they're going to post. They're going to poke fun, and I think
How do you deal with that?
Yeah, because they do.
It is
Well,
nasty.
I do it with a sense of humor because I go out and I'm in year 2 of a 3-year process. I still have some more stuff to do. But if people, occasionally, most of the time I'm seen as a female, but then there's a lot of time I'm not. And I just will walk up to them, and if they're staring, I'll just say, pick one,
And do you get that? Because I have to admit there have been times
Yeah.
because of
Me
where
too.
we live, and I'll be talking to someone, and then I feel like I'm having one of those experiences where I'm having one of those moments. I'm like, is that a man or is that a woman?
And then I feel guilty judging
I
in
feel
a way.
but-
Like I'm judging.
But
and
is
I
it
don't-
judging?
No.
It's not judging.
I'm trying to figure it out.
It is
Right,
it
it's
is
not
so
judging.
important to who we are. And even, look, kids at 18 weeks can start differentiating between male and female voices. And as we grow up, it's very important. It's a biologic need to determine quickly who's male, who's female. And it's just the way things are. So you're kind of in this netherworld.
Does it bother you when people look puzzled and they're looking at you? Because they do, or they will.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily bother me all the time, but there are times that it does, sure.
And what do you think for Bruce now? Where is Bruce?
That's really interesting because I thought Jenner was going to pull the Band-Aid off and get it done with, and we'd be done, and we can start talking about these issues, and it would be a teaching moment. But Jenner immediately pulled back and went back into the closet. I'm transgender, I'm transsexual, I'm transitioning, but you can't call me her, you can't call me she.
Okay, but you, more than anyone, would understand this isn't necessarily something that you just do.
Jenner has been doing this for over 20 years. So
But still publicly?
In fact, wait a minute. When he said that he was walking among us, and what is he, 6'2" at least? That's pretty
I was
big.
thinking the same thing. How in the world did he go without anyone noticing such a tall woman when people are really looking
How
for
did they
him?
know?
Jenner will never, ever get
Or did
passing
he?
privileges. Jenner will always be seen, some part of Jenner will always be seen as male. And even Jenner's own behavior was very male-like at times. Speaking over Diane Sawyer and somewhat aggressive, and then taking her by the hand when they were back in Terrytown and leading her around. So there were...
I don't know. We've been speaking over you the whole time. Are
I was
we
going to
too
say, does that
manly?
make me masculine? I talk over people all day. It's
But
like,
you didn't see me doing that.
you're more feminine than I am.
I
then,
am,
because
No, but I mean, I pick up on this because this is kind of like my life, and I know 300 transgender people, and so, I know that Jenner is fighting the process, and the way to succeed in transitioning is to surrender.
Okay, so for you, what was
Surrender.
What was that moment when you stopped fighting the process? Because I'm sure you fought it for some time
When
too.
Harvey Levin called,
So
and
you couldn't fight it anymore.
I couldn't fight it, so I was on
Did you hang
camera.
up? What did you say?
No, it was like, oh God, okay, and it was like, okay, I'll cooperate as long as you take this seriously. And I did the interview, and I looked like I had just been arrested for murder, and I was confessing because it was like my life was about to change radically. I went from being the heroic Bob Turr who saved all these lives and did the first pursuit and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden I became a transgender. I was transgender. My all the web pages went from he to she.
all right, well, you just said you went from being heroic Bob Turr. Do you still look at Bob Turr as
Heroic? No,
as
heroic.
part of Zoe Turr, or that was just somebody else? Does
It's
that make
somebody
sense?
else. It really is
Really?
like somebody. It's like
Wow.
another life, and I don't even. I'll look at pictures,
That's
or
hard.
it's like being alive for your own wake, and you surrender and you give up everything to gain everything. It's the most. It is
Wow.
bizarre. It's like, it's like two lives.
So you think, is that where Bruce is now, sort of in that in between?
Hormones make a huge change, and Jenner's been on hormones for a few years. Huge changes. However, sexual reassignment surgery changes everything, because it's like Cortez standing on the shore in 1519 watching his ships burn down and standing on the shore of the New World, and there's no way to go back, and it's like this is real. You can't detransition like Jenner did 20 years ago. Was on hormone for 5
Right,
years.
Bruce started
And then
the
he went
process
back.
and then
No,
stopped.
this is your life. You're going to die female, so you better make a go with this. And also, your body's not in conflict any longer where hormones, where your estrogen is fighting the testosterone. You're not producing it anymore. So you have normal levels of testosterone, which changes, huge brain changes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, right? I haven't beaten up anybody in 2 years.
And you pick flowers now and arrange them.
I
and-
know, right? Yeah.
I like
Do
this.
you think
I
that
know.
Bruce is, and we're guessing here, but I figure you're the right person to guess. So Bruce is not
Bruce is.
doing these surgeries, has not chosen
Oh,
to do them.
I picked
Oh,
up
I
on
think
something.
he is. I think he will.
Right.
Yeah.
I picked up on something. Jenner said at the very beginning, I'm going, like, this is a publicity stunt. I'm going all the way. I'm going all the way, which means SRS, sexual reassignment surgery. Then Jenner said he had the 2 letters. And what that means in my world is you go to a psychiatrist and it takes a process and you've got 2 letters. You need 2 letters to show your surgeon that you're cleared for sexual reassignment surgery. So he's got his 2 letters. But the weird thing is, to get those 2 letters, you have to live in the gender that you identify with and the stereotypical role for 1 year. And that means being out to your family for 1 year and out to the public for 1 year. And Jenner's only been out to the public for
A few days.
days.
Well,
So-
not really. I mean, maybe out to the public on the news, but
No,
he's
you have to
been-
be out.
Yeah.
I mean, out.
Well, maybe because he's been out to family members because his wives knew.
Out.
They knew of his struggle.
Out. Out.
In other words, you have to go on Diane Sawyer and then you're out.
Well, when you're public, I mean, it's like when people ask you, when Harvey Levin calls and says, you got a tracheal shave, are you transitioning? And you don't say, no, I'm not. There's no truth to any of these rumors about transitioning. Jenner lied.
But wait a minute. Maybe he's going to have the surgery in a year. Oh, you're saying you can't get the letter until you've done it
Correct.
for a year. Okay. Or maybe he's just going to wait a year to get the surgery and that was part of the deal. Who knows? I mean, is that really, I mean,
It's
Zoe,
a big
when
deal.
it
It's
is a big deal?
It's a big deal, yeah.
Well, I assume that's all part of
No
whatever
surgeon,
the next
no
documentary,
surgeon
the
will,
next.
right, well,
No surgeon here in the United
I'm
States?
thinking-
no surgeon in the United States will go ahead
He
with
could-
sexual reassignment
But
surgery.
you didn't have surgery in the United States.
I
You-
did everything I was supposed to do.
But you
Because
didn't have
they-
the surgery here, right?
They required it in Thailand.
Okay.
Same thing.
Same thing, 2
Yeah.
letters.
Now, this is so much more common in Thailand, correct? I
Oh, it
mean,
is, yeah.
Why do you think it's so acceptable there? And why do you think there's so much more of that there in that culture that's accepted?
You know,
is it because of
I think that they're beautiful people for one thing, and I think they clearly the transition process is really easy if you're going to do it. So, and also I think they're a much more open society, and I think women take on a more dominant role in many of the life decisions. So and family decisions. So here in the United States, it really is it's so stigmatized, and males have to live in a very regimented way. They have to dress a certain way. It's very confining to be male. It's like being in a prison. And then imagine being transgender and being in a prison within a prison.
Now, these feelings, are they always there when you're younger? Or do they just, like, can someone turn
Always.
30 or 40 and go, I think I've been living the wrong way my whole life? Or do you always feel this way when you're younger?
You always feel this way, and it kind of it fluctuates over time. So there are kids that are 6 years old that they're having very serious gender dysphoria issues, and that's why we see a suicide rate for those that
That's
are
sad.
denied help by physicians. 60% suicide attempt rate. Those that wind up homeless because of this, 69% suicide attempt rate. The suicide success rate, if you can call it success, is 6 times the national average. So these are epidemic numbers.
Yeah.
And it's that serious. And the only known cure for it is hormone replacement therapy, and for many, not all, sexual reassignment surgery.
And that's people who don't understand will say you need to get therapy because there's something wrong with you. You know that.
I
So
assume
Yeah,
you
of
tried
course.
therapy. I know Bruce did.
I tried a lot of therapy, and I tried a lot of things, and I tried drugs, and I tried, antidepressants, and nothing worked. And the only thing when I went on hormones, I never took another drug. I was just happy within a day.
And you look different to me than when did we see you? That was a month ago. Is
I'm
it
still
just,
transitioning.
she is so
you-
beautifully. But look at her.
Yeah, you
beautifully
look more
appointed.
feminine.
The nails.
Yeah.
Look
What-
at my
what's
nails.
changing?
The skin is changing, continuing
Okay.
to change.
From the hormones?
Yeah, my breasts are growing.
Oh, show it all.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
You have more
So
boobs than I do. That is so annoying.
And that is true.
Well,
Yeah.
then go
She
on
does.
hormones.
Really?
No, wait a minute. That's natural.
You laughing at?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's from the hormones? You didn't
Hormones.
have anything
I
done?
know.
I want estrogen. I want more estrogen. That's all. I kept looking at Bruce's skin and thinking, oh my God.
I don't need more
Bruce
estrogen.
Jenner has like the best skin. Did you know? I know the lighting was great on that interview.
Well, you
but
know,
my God, his
ABC.
skin-
They always have good lighting.
Jenner's on hormones, changes your skin.
Stunning.
2,
I want these hormones.
Jenner's had multiple CO2 laser treatments for basically, the
I love how you know everything.
What are CO?
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that? Like a skin
Laser.
treatment?
It's like
need
Fraxel CO2.
You
So
know
it does
I-
two
yeah.
things. It resurfaces the outer skin, it shrinks the pores, and also it creates a deep thermal burn, which creates collagen.
You have
Okay,
you have
excuse
bigger
me.
boobs and you know more about beauty than I do.
Well, you, all three of you were born gorgeous. So, what did you have? You never had to pay attention.
I've done
I've
some
never
lasers.
I've never had a laser facial nothing, which I know is hard to imagine.
Well, I know
What
you're
women,
insane.
I've
How do
watched
you even live
I've
in
watched you
Hollywood?
for years,
I
all
just
of you on
haven't.
TV.
Yeah.
And just gorgeous.
Well, thank
You were always gorgeous. So you never had to worry. Like
Are you feeling prettier?
Never had to worry.
Yeah, most of the time, and but I get up in the morning and it's like sometimes there are days with hormones that I just go like, what the f is?
Okay, wait
Well,
a
'cause
minute.
you're on
Wait a minute.
hormones.
Rule for most women, they always not necessarily worry.
Yeah, we
but
feel
I
that
don't
way
know if
anyway.
Any
never,
of us feel
never feel pretty.
I don't. You
to
can
be a woman is to wake up
supermodel
and not feel
and
pretty.
not feel that you're. You
We
can
should-
be
Your
a model.
psychic knows this.
We should have told you this
Let
ahead
me be
of time.
clear. You can be on TV and model anything. I don't think you wake up and say, "I am really something."
I'm a professional bikini model.
Well, you might be someday.
I got a question. At some point, my breasts became illegal to show in public.
Illegal?
At some point,
Really?
on
Wait a minute. Is there
Facebook-
like a line of demarcation where?
That's what I want to know about
Well,
because
what cup size are you?
B plus.
So
You
there's
can't show a B.
there's a moment where you can't. Be
There was a
topless?
moment on Facebook that they actually pulled my photo.
They pulled your.
They pulled my
photo?
photo. They said, that was, it was unauthorized.
You getting a
No.
bigger name calling?
no,
No.
I was getting the phone call, and yes, it is a bigger name.
No, but also just I live basically at Venice Beach, right? And they're talking about making a topless beach, but at some point I couldn't go topless anymore. Now there's guys out there, old
Well, if
guys
it's a topless
that
beach,
have
you can.
have man
Listen,
boobs.
Zoe,
Bigger
you want it
boobs
all. You want it all, Zoe. You want to be
He
a
wants
woman.
to
You
look
want to
at
be
it.
able to
Show
flaunt your
it.
breasts. I mean, come on now.
All right, now we can find out if you're going to get it all because we didn't really plan this. But Natalie Tomlinson, who's
Oh, I
an
love
amazing
that she's on
psychic,
with us.
was
I
coming
love
in
this.
today. Okay, and do you?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, but
Yes.
Can I just
we don't
say
have a
something
camera on
seriously?
you. There's
Here, can
We don't need a
can
camera.
she
We
sit
need a
next
cam-
to Zoe?
Wait a minute, I'm
No, no,
kind
no,
of-
We
you're
need a
staying.
camera.
You stay.
I'm
You-
kind of skeptical though.
Can we put
You
her
couldn't
right
find a
next to
parking
Zoe?
place.
Well, I did actually.
All, but I maintain
tell
all
him.
psychics have parking issues.
Sometimes we do.
Am I still on
Sometimes we
too? Or?
It's
okay.
too this
As
worldly.
long as I'm on too, then they can
yeah,
go over
do
there.
you see the inequity here? Do you see the inequity? Everyone's sharing a camera except for Deborah. I'm just pointing it out.
Whatever.
She's a diva.
Obviously.
So Natalie, I don't know if you know anything about Zoe, but it might be better
Tell me,
if you
fill me in.
don't.
Fill me
I don't
in.
know. Is it better if you don't know?
Yeah, I like.
No. Oh, okay.
You
It's
can
up to
tell
you.
me. Fill me
First
in.
of all, who? Oh, there we go. You can explain
You
this
missed
growling
this.
dog.
Natalie was on with us last week.
Oh, okay. So I don't know
Yes,
anything about
briefly.
you, Natalie. What's your story? Just so I know who you are.
I'm a psychic medium.
Uh huh. And do you have any kind of specialty? You know, some psychics. Yeah. What's your
Well,
specialty?
I don't use any tools as such. I just listen. I work on vibration, so most of my readings are actually on the phone or Skype or any of those things.
I love her accent.
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah, no, so when anybody rings for reading, it can be on FaceTime or Skype or on the phone. But I read for people all over, whether it's Australia, here, you name it, all over the States.
And when did you know that you had this?
12. It wasn't one. In fact, I was telling Dorothy the other day because I've got so much going in my book, which is going to be coming out at the end of the year because I'm halfway through at the moment. But I've got so much to tell people they won't believe it. I haven't been one of these children that's found a ghost at the end of my bed, but I've seen many other things. But it's all going to go into the book, which will be exciting.
Do you have to give us a little tease, like that?
Yeah,
a
well,
little
that's-
more. What?
yeah,
What
I
have
She's
you
learned.
seen?
She's learned from the Kardashians.
I know.
No,
Like,
no.
The big
you have to
tease.
tell us a little bit.
No. That's,
What have you
I'm a very
seen?
straight shooter, honestly, I promise you.
What have you seen other than?
Well, I'll be doing a reading like I could be sat with you, and
Yeah.
I'll see lights going on, which are like little bit orbs. They could be about this size, and they're going on around you all the time. And I can see visions of people behind you.
Do all of us have orbs today?
Yeah.
We've all got some orbs.
It's like a disco going on in here.
Whoa.
So wherever you show up,
Yeah.
others
Well, you know,
show up.
I've got loads
Kind
of
of a neat
pictures.
thing.
They're everywhere, honestly.
That's like all
That's
those little
what I-
people that go with
Yeah,
you.
It's
I
your
love it.
aura.
Now, are these people from the past, or these
Yeah.
not
All people
nobody?
who've crossed.
Anybody from the future? I wonder
No,
about
no, no,
that.
no, no, no.
Anybody I
Not
owe
behind
money?
you.
Anyone that I owe money to?
Only a little bit.
Oh, good.
Only a little bit.
How about we go around the room and you do a little quick reading of the people that are around us or whatever? We
Do you
should
want
start
me
with
to be
Zoe.
basic or do you want me to be personal?
Do whatever you want.
With me, you can be personal.
Yeah, you
can be
gotta really
personal-
go
you
for
can
it.
totally be
We
personal
should
with
start
me.
with our guest.
Yes,
Zoe.
yes, please.
Personal.
Personal life? you
Yeah.
mean? New person.
Yes.
New person coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very new, but fresh. But also very rewarding for you. On the same page as you as well.
Oh, okay.
Very, very soon. Like in the next, it's like 2 to 3 months, that span.
You're talking about like a lover?
Yes.
Really?
Not just a lover, but
Does he have a job?
Love, a love, a love.
I'm expecting a job and a car, at very least.
Don't entertain anybody. Who hasn't got a job
Spoken
right
like
now.
a true woman, I have to say.
Are you ready for that? Are you ready for love?
I am. Everything's working. It's like I am now
It's functioning.
physically. I'm
You are a
physically
woman.
ready to go,
Okay.
and I'm climbing the walls.
Really?
So you haven't yet?
I have not had sex. No.
My God,
You have
that
to
was
come
a
back when that
personal
happens.
question.
Well, what?
No, I'll talk about
That's what
it.
we're here for. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I know you said personal, but I don't know if you meant that personal.
Well, he said he was climbing the walls. I knew what that meant. It just
I'm a
meant
she now.
He wants to go for it.
She.
She
I'm a
wants to-
She.
Sorry.
Hello.
Okay, come
Zoe.
Do you want to
Whatever
see my
makes you happy,
vajayjay?
right?
You
Whatever
continue.
makes you happy.
No, but
We
go
can't
ahead,
even see your
continue.
breasts, for heaven's sakes. Okay.
Who said that?
I did.
Did you? You've got a lot going on in the works coming up. You're planning so much stuff.
Oh,
Nobody
that
knows
makes
about.
her happy.
Oh, you've got all sorts of things. You writing. You've got all sorts of projects going on. Fingers in pies. Not everybody knows about that though. It's going. Few things are going to surface as well by the summer.
What do you mean by surface?
Well, come to light.
And are these business things or these personal? What
Business work.
business work?
Yeah,
Okay.
but good, rewarding for you as well. Things that you have wanted to do for 10 years are going to come to light now.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on elsewhere in my life?
Dare I say? No, I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel okay at the moment. You're plowing through, but you're very, very persistent about things that you're wanting, and you're actually going to make them happen very quickly. So things are coming. You're a tough broad, aren't you?
I am a tough
Yeah.
broad. I'm tired of being a tough broad,
No, but
though, man.
unless
I am
people
tough of
know
it.
you,
I used to be
tired of
much
it.
guard
tougher.
will come down.
I'm tired of it.
You know what?
Who's going to Brazil?
I might.
Someone's going to Brazil soon.
I don't know. We were talking yesterday about where to go because we
Really?
never know where to go on
'Cause
vacation.
I might be going to Peru. That's right in the
No,
neighborhood.
Brazil. I
Okay.
hate Brazil.
Okay.
All right, I'll go
Like
to
the
Brazil.
nuts.
And do
you
you
go?
see
Not
people
yet.
around
I'll be
us,
doing the
like,
samba.
Do you just see orbs or do you see people?
I've got a man, all different. It all varies because
Okay.
every reading's different. Even when this is how I work at home with my headset on if I'm on the phone. And there's a man walking up and down here right now, a spirit.
A man?
Yeah, a male spirit. I feel it's also a grandfather figure, so it's somebody's in this room. Anybody got the name like Cyril? Cyril sounding? With a C, like Cyril? Okay, could be you. Tony, could be you, Lovey. Just hold on to it anyway, but
Okay.
it could be linked in this room.
Are there any other
something.
people behind me or Dorothy or any of us that you see?
Other than
Are they-
pacing man?
And are they
Something
talking
with-
to each other
Something-
maybe?
They
Or?
just said twins around you, but going back in the family on both sides. Please.
None.
Okay, well they're around you.
Maybe in the 1600s. Oh, there's these twins.
No, not 1600s, not that far back. Female.
Female twins?
Yeah, because they're
I-
here.
My husband's family.
Female twins?
Yeah.
Okay, it might be you then because they're here as well. But I feel crossed both.
Wow, Sadie and Jenny.
Okay, they're here too. So it's maybe I'm picking up thinking it's you.
She is sitting next to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, well,
Here, sit,
we saw the room.
sit over
we
there.
saw the room,
Would you
Sally.
just keep your spirits
I'm
on your side of the
sorry.
table?
Okay,
How about on my
somebody's gonna
side?
get someone's getting a house and they're counting money for it. There's a preparation for a home. No, someone's going to be getting a house because I see counting cash. So the money's coming together for their home. I don't know who it is because they've all got you all in front of me, so I don't know who it is.
It's got to be awfully confusing.
I
It is
know.
because
We're
that's
driving.
Especially with the
That's all
three of
you
us
hear.
staring at her, the four of us.
It's got to be you.
What? What am
You're
I-
always building houses.
You know, this is I
you
see
definitely
cash
listen.
being counted, and it's like
All
a
my cash is
preparation.
going this way. It
Sounds like the mob. You know?
Yeah, you know, but that's the way Spirit showed me in vision. So it means, but it's to do with a property as well. I also see one closing with a swimming pool, a sold sign. So there's a house with a swimming pool with a sold sign.
I want a pool.
I have
Yeah.
a pool,
I
but
don't
I'm not
have
Dorothy,
one.
selling.
I've that drawing I did at
You're
the
coming
thing, the
over.
charity.
Okay.
I've drawn for you, so I'll give that to you as well.
Oh, what you?
Yeah.
Okay, so last week you told me
Yeah.
that I was going to be at some big charity
Yeah.
event, and you drew something
Don't
out for
worry,
me.
Everything's going to be right for you.
I need that.
You're going to be on the front of a magazine, by the way, very, very soon.
I was asked to pose nude.
For what?
For what?
If the price is right.
Well, what do you think about that?
You're going to be. I don't know if it's nude, this shot. I think it's clothing.
And what magazine, or is it a big enough
Can you
magazine?
tell us where they asked you to
I
pose?
don't know.
Oh, you don't have to.
You
but
don't have to
What do
tell
you
us.
think about it? What do
But
you feel
I'll
about
show
that?
you something if I can just pull this up.
If you're getting in, there's not much service in here, by the way.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Which
have
is
to go
maybe
through
good for
you.
the spirits. They keep it that way. The spirits don't like to be interfered
Can
with.
you?
All right,
Can,
who
can you
else?
do these?
Tony, you've got a lot of things going on as well. You're planning. Do you ever do music?
Used to.
Okay, that's coming back. Do you play keyboards?
sing.
Keyboards?
Just saying.
He sings.
I used to play with one finger.
No, there's something. No, more. It's definitely more. It's musical. You're going to get involved with something coming up. And I see keyboards being played, so you're going to be involved with that.
All right.
Piano, somebody. It's all coming around you as well, and you're flying out as well. Flying out of LA soon. Yeah. No, but it's only a short visit, maybe 1 or 2 nights, but you're flying out of LA very
I'm
shortly.
planning to go to Kansas.
You're from Kansas.
There you go.
Are you
From
going in the
LA
next
to
2
Kansas?
weeks?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you
that's
going
flying
home
out of.
for a visit?
So you'll be flying out of LAX, right? You're flying out of LA. You're flying. Okay, that's it. Because I see it as well.
That's great.
No, it will be. It will be a nice time. More relaxing for you as well, which I think you might need. No, you do actually.
Do you
Questions?
do you ever filter? Like, do you have one of those moments where you're like, yeah, I better not tell this person this because
No,
that's not.
No,
No,
I never do that.
You
because
don't have that.
Anything
Yeah, because
I
you
hear,
could-
you're supposed to know. But I never get dark news. I never get anything nasty. It's
Really?
always, never.
I think
mean,
that's your personality because you're just a very
Yeah.
bright.
Sunny. Yeah,
I-
very
you
sunny
know-
personality.
Oh, well, thank you.
You do.
But I just don't. The worst news I've ever given to someone is, hey, you're getting divorced.
And they
Ooh.
probably already knew that.
Well, this says, well, there's been a few issues, but I see it ahead. You know, I told someone 3 things. Just don't sugarcoat anything with me. I won't, I promise. Do you want me to tell you straight? I says, your husband's having an affair. She's a brunette. They work together. He's been seeing her for a year. Who's Henry? That's his name. I said, definitely your husband. And you're going to move house and you're getting divorced all
Oh my
before
God,
the
so
year's
you
out.
get pretty specific. Okay, so
So
Zoe,
that's
do you have
bad
any
news. If you want
questions?
to call it bad news, it's straight talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mince.
Anything you see here, and then back to Zoe.
Now, Zoe, ask some questions.
Yes, anything, sweetie.
Yeah. So,
Love life. It's all about love with you, isn't it?
it is. Oh,
Yeah?
yeah, very much so. Because I've had such a loveless life.
No, you
In
will.
some
It's all
ways.
changing, though.
So, okay. So,
You're going to end up getting married.
really?
We're coming.
Yeah, of course you are.
Would we not be the cutest, the most adorable little bridesmaids? Could you see the 3 of us? We'd be like,
Don't spoil Zoe's wedding
like-
now
it's
with
like
these
Charlie's
threats.
Angels
it would
in
be.
the studio.
Stop threatening Zoe.
So you see a
I
wedding?
think she'd like it.
Not yet, but there's going to be a true love.
I can't
Truly,
wait.
madly, deeply.
I can't wait.
I promise you.
Is this related to my dominatrix work?
No.
Okay, good.
No, this is something totally separate. And I don't even feel like you're doing that right now if you are.
On what?
Dominatrix, I don't feel that. This
No.
is something totally different.
She's calling you on your
No.
joke.
Yeah. This is real. This is the real deal.
And is it
Okay.
because
Hot.
you're now ready? You're now open?
Yeah, no, I'm very open to it.
Well,
and I'm
everybody
getting
knows
getting
it's out
texts
there.
from guys and you know and
But you'll know
Yeah.
on one dinner date, you'll know straight away.
I have
know?
a question for Zoe.
yeah.
You said you're getting texts from guys. Are they curious, or are these people who really want to get to know you?
Yeah,
But
and how do you know?
How do you know?
I can't see well, but it's a naked body, so
It's me.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
Put your freaking
So
glasses
if you
on.
see it, you'll stop calling me him.
Yeah, but you are going to do a magazine.
no!
cover.
I said, are you getting texts from guys? Is what I was
Yeah,
saying.
no. I get messages all the time now from guys.
But that's what I'm saying. Are they just more curious, or they just are looking
think
at
both.
you as the woman you are? And
I
then,
think both. I think there's some legitimate people out there, and then of
I
course
think
there's
you're giving a lot of people a lot of hope, Lovey, which is nice.
yeah, maybe so. But there's also the tranny chasers,
yeah.
we call them.
And you have to
Well,
be
you'll
careful
know.
of that.
You-
And
you
and
do,
people
yeah.
who just want to be with you because they think that you're a trending topic.
That would
Right, I
concern
guess
me a
so.
little,
Yeah, they're going to be
You
people
would know
like
you,
that.
you would understand more about that.
I've
than
never
me.
been a trending topic, but no,
Well,
but you know there are
it's just
people who want to take advantage of
Who
you.
wants something
You will
from
be,
you?
though.
Like serial
You will be.
murderers, marrying serial
will be.
murderers. Yeah.
You will be a topic. You wait.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm getting
So
all
there's more
these.
happening.
You will be.
Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
her, yeah.
Really?
You, Lovey. Yeah.
Lovey, that's me.
Yeah, Lovey. No, you seriously. There's a lot going to be going on.
Okay.
Yeah. But I definitely feel a lot of good things coming your way.
Yeah, there's been
Magazines.
somebody that's been very interested lately. That's,
You know what? You've got to just sift through them carefully. You'll know. Use your intuition a bit more. 'Cause
Okay.
You plunged in and thought, I made too many mistakes. Take your time.
Oh,
about
I've done
things.
that. Yeah. I've
No,
made
yeah, but
plenty of
don't
mistakes.
fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Take your time.
Well,
with
you
everything.
can't question yourself that much if you've gone this far
Yeah.
to do what you really believe
Yeah,
is
you had
true
to
in
go
your
on
heart.
instinct.
You know, you really obviously have to continue going on instinct because it's gotten you this far and it's been a good thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
It'll happen.
I'll have to vet anybody with you guys.
Pardon?
You don't want to scare them? Don't you think we might scare them a little
Could
bit?
you see if they had to come before us?
Wait till like the fourth or fifth.
This is
month.
like the
Fourth or fifth
interrogation
day, that-
part.
Oh, that would be hysterical.
I think you'll know, Zoe.
I will do that.
Are you afraid? I sense that you're afraid. I think what's going on is you say that you're ready, but I think that you're scared, and everyone
course
is
I
scared
am.
of having their heart broken. It's horrible.
Heartbroken, and also will everything work? Am I going to love it?
And will they be understanding and patient while you figure out if it's all
Yeah,
working
no,
as right?
Of course. Yeah, I'm.
It kind of breaks my heart even to hear that.
Yeah, no, but it's very exciting.
That's part of life is to experience having a broken heart.
You're like being a teenager all over again, having sex for the first time, right?
with all those
Right.
raging hormones.
Where are you going to find like a 54?
Sounds good to me.
No, but I think the truth is, where are you going to find a 54-year-old virgin in L.A.? Comic-Con.
there.
Comic-Con.
or
Or right here.
I think you'd be very surprised. LA's full of a lot of things here.
Yeah, well, there are,
Not a
but
lot of 54-year-old virgins, though. She's right about that.
but seeing it from this side, I remember being a teenager and having sex for the very first time. I had an older woman. I was 17, she was 23. It was amazing, but you had those hormones going, and it was just you couldn't fight testosterone. Now it's a lot different. I'm more tentative.
23, that's not old, though. You're saying a lot older. 23, 17. I thought you were going to say like a 54-year-old woman.
hey, I have
It
a
was a lot-
17-year-old son. If he's with a 23-year-old woman, I'm going to kill her.
Yeah, it's a
good
big
thing, though.
difference,
It's a good
right?
Experience. It's all about experience at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, he can wait till he
6
goes
years,
to
if
college,
she
so
was
I don't
like-
have to know.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be doing it all then.
This is time for everything. It's called college.
Oh my goodness, she's having a heart attack. Calm down over there.
So okay, you see magazine covers.
Yeah,
you see,
definitely.
you
I
see
see-
love.
I definitely see love, but I do feel you'll tie the knot. I feel like you'll definitely get married.
Is that something you want?
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Is
you
it?
just want what anybody wants to
I
be
want
loved.
exactly what you. Yes, of course.
But you've been married. That's why I'm asking, because some people who have been married don't want to be married again.
I actually had a really good experience with marriage until the very end. I mean, you guys know the story, so
Yeah.
right. So the betrayal and all the things that you associate with that, that's faded. That was 10 years ago. But I've kind of lived
I
as
think
an
it's-
outcast for 10 years. So
I think it's confusing to people though that you didn't really necessarily know who you were, but you had a good marriage.
it was as good as it could be, I guess. For a long time, but then the last 2-3 years just fell apart.
Well, my question to you is now,
Yeah.
is she calling and trying to befriend you and be close to you, or she's still
The
not?
ex, Marika?
She's still not. She's still not.
She texts me things here and there, but she's not really my friend. No.
Because I feel like that could change. You don't think so? Would that help?
Oh, now she's the psychic.
Yeah, stop pretending. You're a poser over there.
We have kids together, and it would help build bridges, you
Right,
know.
that
And it
makes
would.
sense.
I think you're right.
I think Marika has
Time-
my
time's a great
ex-wife
healer.
has the power to bring Katie back, but she's not ready to do that.
Your daughter.
No,
neither of them.
The mother has
mother-
the power to assist the daughter.
Marika has not been really, she hasn't really been
And
good about this.
And that's not really working in the best interest
of the
child
family.
and
It
the
is
family.
though. I mean,
It's selfish.
Yes, it
I
is.
think-
but,
Well,
but
that's
it's an
a
awful
question
lot
of
for
love, isn't it?
it's an awful lot for everybody to deal with. I think
That's
that
true.
There's no
That's
doubt.
true.
10
Well-
years ago, she left me, and I've been trans for 2 years. So come on. I mean, I'm
Right.
54.
Get over it.
It's like, yeah, get with the program. I mean, how many more years do I have?
You're just starting.
Yeah.
Look at it all as
Still.
an adventure. It's all new. It's exciting.
Oh, I do look at this as an adventure.
You would have had to, otherwise you wouldn't have gone through
I've got a
it.
great
Yeah.
sense of humor
You
over
do.
this.
Of course you do.
I like your
Yeah.
nails.
This
I like
is a
the
good
colour.
happy
I know,
thing.
right?
Yeah, your fingers, your nails are beautiful. So this has
pink.
been very interesting.
Pink makes the boys win.
And
Pink makes the boys wink.
No wonder you always put on. Look at this. She's always got the pink lip gloss. Now I know
This is why I
why.
love her.
Now I know why.
Pink makes the
the
boys
boys
wink.
wink.
I like the pink.
Thank you. Thank you.
What? Where's your pink?
she's very pretty and
Where's
pink.
You want some pink?
She is pretty.
But I did want to ask you, can I ask you, are there any little people back here?
Oh, Deborah needs her reading.
I need my reading.
I'd like to do a few things separate for you rather than on the air.
You can
Ooh, mysterious.
All right.
Some things it could be a bit below the belt, and I wouldn't want the whole world to know.
I don't care, go for it.
No, I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you just don't work that way, huh?
Yeah, certain things, private things,
There you go.
just in case.
Just in case. Just a little
Yeah.
bit in case.
Are you doing anything with cakes?
Cakes.
Yeah.
I eat them all the
No, no,
time.
no,
if
but
that's what
like-
you mean.
I know, but like, are you doing anything to do with like a picture with cakes or
A
something?
picture with a cake?
Yeah,
No.
I keep seeing.
I hardly cook, and baking
No.
I
Are you
usually
coming
don't.
out of a cake?
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
it's
Zoe.
almost like I'm
I
seeing
will.
like endless cupcakes around you.
Oh my God.
There's something with a picture and you're involved in it. When it happens, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's in a pit. There's cakes all around you.
Okay, now you're making
You're
me
opening
hungry.
a bakery.
And I'm hardly the
No,
cook,
it's
so
like you might
I'll
be
let
in
you
a-
know.
You might be in a photograph somewhere or something, and I just see them all around. It's not a wedding though.
God, I'm dreaming cakes. It's like a
No,
nightmare.
seriously, when this happens, because I'm seeing ahead of the game. Remember?
But that's not what you wanted to tell me that was below the belt, is it? Is there
No.
something? What else can you share other than cupcakes?
You'll be off the air in just a second.
Yeah.
She'll tell you.
No. You're seeing a doctor very soon, though.
Am I pregnant? No, I don't think
No.
so.
No, nothing like that. For some other things, nothing like that. Nothing ill.
Am I not? Oh.
Personal things.
Personal. That's why she doesn't want to do it now, and you won't leave her alone.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm staring at her. Hurry up. I want to finish the show so I know what's coming
finally,
up.
we're going to get off on
I
time.
see somebody measuring you as well. There's a person measuring you with some clothes, and you're going to wear this lovely dress, and it's sort of very silky, and it looks sort of gold looking, and it's hanging
Are
down.
you having a wedding and you're not telling us?
No, this is a beautiful event you're going to.
Really?
But it's like a
Gold? It
si-
sounds like the Oscars.
No, it's not like a glittery gold. It looks like a silk, and it's hanging, and it goes to a low back, and I can sit.
It's my wedding.
No, that's
I
for
told
a
you I was
while.
going to be in it.
This is fresh. This is a wild. That's not yet.
Oh.
It's coming.
Yeah,
in.
you have to wait a little while.
Yeah, come on. You haven't even met.
God, the fact that I'm in anything but black or even gray.
I
is
know,
not
that's
a
pretty
You look
stunning.
Really, you look really beautiful.
It's really stunning.
And your hair's up. You look really sophisticated.
All right, we have to talk about this.
It's a posh gig you're going to, and you'll love it.
Okay, I guess we'll end on that note.
no, you're
Anybody else?
really
And then I'm talking with you
fantastic.
outside about what else is going on with me.
Yeah, we're going to listen even though we'll be
oh,
off
I don't
air.
care if you listen. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. It was very interesting. I love having you here.
I
but
love being
I
here.
want to see you out of here, too.
I'm studying all three of you.
I thought about that. I thought, gosh,
Did you learn anything?
I did. Yeah.
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 okay. I hope it
We
was
should
good.
call you the Three Musketeers, shouldn't we?
We're pretty.
And anytime the
we're
two
quite
of
the bunch.
you want to come by and join, it's actually a very interesting combination.
I know. It's like you're watching us and we're watching you. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Watching you.
I'm watching you.
It'll be fine for you, though. I feel good things ahead for you.
Oh,
for
thank
the first
you.
time. And that the situation, by the way, with the previous marriage, that will come to a calm.
Really?
Yeah, it will.
Because I do have a shovel and a shotgun.
No, you don't. Pull them away immediately.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for being
I'm just
here.
teasing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Now that you've found UBN Radio and discovered our quality talk shows, it's time to spread the word to friends, family, and the universe. 24 hours of music and talk radio